Hello, anyone there? Anyone there? Anyone about? It's very late here in Brisbane. Anyone there? Anyone on? Anyone about? I didn't think I'd come on, but I'm outside, just in the breeze. Got a storm coming tonight. Anyone there? Hello? Who's there? Who's there? Hello? Hi, Sam. Hi, how are you, honey? Good to see you. I'm just sitting outside in the cool breeze. It's so muggy here. Are you muggy over in your place? I'm just sitting out here having my cup of tea before I go to bed out the back. Oh man, it's hot. Whew, it's muggy. You're the only one on, nobody else. Yeah, muggy, isn't it? Are you back at work, honey? You're so lucky you found what you were looking for. Hello, Bev. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I don't normally come on at this time. Oh, it's so lovely to see you from USA. Of course, it's early morning there. It's late here. It's about 9:30. Sitting outside in the breeze because we've got a storm coming. I'm so pleased for you, Samantha. I really am, hon. Yes, we must catch up. I've got so much to tell you. I've been busy working on more merchandise for my channel and for my community that I've formed, and I've been working on so much. I don't know how I ever had time to have a corporate role. You know, I'm ready for a cup of tea with you anytime, honey. I'm having a peppermint tea at the moment. It seems to help me before I go to bed at night. Oh, thank you, Bev. So, peppermint tea, it's a bit hot because you have to drink it black, so I'm waiting for it to cool down. I thought, well, instead of just, before I go for my shower and everything, I'll just come on. I've got so many things to tell people. I've had an amazing day. Thank you, Bev. I hope you do enjoy my videos. See, the thing is, when you're sitting behind a camera and you're on YouTube, you have no idea who's listening, who's there, and it wasn't until some of my subscribers said to me, well, you know, why don't you get a YouTube? And so here we are. Get a Facebook, and here we are. So it's made me get more personal and involved and create that learning space that I was trying to do. Yes, Samantha, or wine, absolutely. Just yell out, you're welcome anytime. You love my videos too. Oh, thanks, hon. Got a big one tomorrow. I've got about 7 pages of downloads, so it's going to be huge. Plus, I've channeled a prayer, not a prayer, a message for February. February is going to be a big month, but there's a few other things. Oh, thank you, Bev. Is she in the same town as you or somewhere else in the US? As soon as the borders open, I'm coming to the US. I'm going to do a big trip. So please, everyone, get your friends and everyone together because I'm going to come over and speak. I'm asking my guides to make it happen. I'm manifesting it. My suitcase is always open and I'm always putting clothes in it. So, yes, you can ask a question. Go ahead. I'm burning incense at the moment, a chakra one. Amanda live about an hour away from me. Oh, okay. Well, Sam, who's on at the moment, she lives about 25 minutes away from me. used to work together. Yeah. I love your profile picture. It's very pretty. Sam. Amanda is a Palladium and Actrian, and we both feel as if I am Palladium. How would you know for certain? Like I've been telling people, you really need to meditate. It's taken me a very long time to find out that I was an Actrian. I'm a Pleiadian and an Actrian, and I always thought for the last 15 years or so that I was a Palladium Syrian, but I've since found out. As you know, if you've been watching my videos, I met my father and I'm an Actrian, but I've got something really exciting to share with you tonight. So I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come on because I want to tell you about my last visitation with my dad, my father. And also, Bev, if you go into deep meditation, that is where you'll find your true self. The other thing you need to do is just sit quiet if you can't meditate, because you've only got to ask and the answers will come to you. But don't forget, we're going into a phase now where all that incense made me cough. Don't forget, we're going into a phase now where all our past memory of starseeds are being activated, so it won't be long and you'll know. I can't see what you look like, but if you're very fair and blue-eyed or green-eyed, you're probably a Palladium. What's your background? Are you European, or like we were talking last night about the different regions? Who else is on? It says 4, but I can't see. This is the thing about this. It's very hard to see who's actually who's on here. It's really weird. I do deep meditation, use some crystals and a pendulum. Yeah, well, that's what I do. I use my crystals when I'm meditating. I hold my amethyst to my third eye, and I have my quartz crystal and my B2. Scottish by ancestry. Well, you're obviously Palladium then. But it should come to you in meditation. Ask them to show you, introduce themselves to you. You're learning tarot. Blonde blue eyes, very fair, burn easily. Definitely Palladium. Yeah, definitely Palladium. So, can't see how many's on. That's the problem. You'll be quiet. You need to be quiet. Speak your truth, honey. I love all of you. Love, light, and blessings. Where is... How do you... This is... I'm using one of my older phones, and it's really hard to see who's really on. It says there's 4 or 5 of you, but I have no idea who's on. How wonderful. What do you do for work, Bev? I was going to read the affirmation too, but I feel like we all need to be reading it at the moment. Well, we probably know each other as Palladiums. Most people that are Palladiums have been in, we have all been in Atlantis together and lived a lifetime together. Yeah, you're a Palladium, Samantha. You're a very much a light worker. Absolutely, wherever you go, you brighten up the room. You've only got to walk in the room and we know you're there. You're absolutely a light worker. You do amazing things, and I look at all the comments that people send you. You're truly a light worker. You're very blessed. And you're probably the other one too. What's the Palladium and Limnium, which is very close to the Pleiades. Like Kelly on my Facebook page, who's just doing the light language. I've just started doing a bit of light language myself, and I've started practicing, and I'm getting a bit like Kelly now, and I can do all this, and it just starts, and you can't stop it. But then I've got a bit of Syrian in there, and I start doing this, and then it just rolls. It just comes through. It's beautiful. But she's more graceful than me. Kelly's just gone ahead and leaps and bounds. Mine seems a bit chunky, you know, and she does this, and she does this, and she does this, and she does this, and we're all doing the same language, but we don't know what it means. Oh, you're beautiful, Samantha. Yeah, the light language is it's just so graceful. It's just so beautiful, you know, and you come through your chakras, and you can just heal, like Kelly does, and then she goes, well, she's learnt to do all this, and then she goes, and she sends the energy to you. So I've been practicing, but she's made me practice. I don't think it's my forte, but I have been practicing it. I just wish some more people would come on, because I've got a few things to tell you, and it's really exciting stuff. So maybe I'll just start. So as you know, we have guided meditations with Veroska. She's based in Toronto. We had one this morning. We're not sharing them on Facebook purely for the fact that they're not actually guided and as such. She gives us the instructions and gets the music on the singing bowls, and then we go into deep meditation, and then after about 10-15 minutes she'll ring a little bell, and then we come out of meditation. Well, I could have stayed there all day today, so I went into this meditation, and it was really, really deep, and I didn't know what to expect, because I never do know what to expect. And so I went in, and I asked my dad. I came straight in contact with my father. He was there. He was he had his back to me, and I said, "Hey, Father, I'm here." And he turned around and he said something like, "Oh, beloved daughter," or something. And I said, "Can I ask you, what is your name?" And he told me his name is Master Orbit, M-A-S-T-E-R, as a master. So he's a master, so he's up, like I said, he's got a very high ranking. He's very high up, like a king, a man of wisdom. He's looked upon, and his name is Orbit, so O-R-B-E-I-T. He spelled it for me, O-R-B-E-I-T. So his name is Master Orbit. And I said, "What is it you really do? You've told me that, you know, you hold these positions, but what is it you do?" He said, "I work on all the galaxy councils, working with the collectives, working with the light on Earth." So he's dealing with all the problems and issues and helping with what's going on here on Earth at the moment. I've got a blanket around the bottom of my legs because the mozzies will bite me. So then I said to him, "Well, we had a little chat about that, and then I said, "Can you show me your spaceships?" And remember, I described the spaceships in one of my videos, and I said that the palladiums are the symbols. That's how I describe them, the two symbols joined together, and the Syrians are the round ones, just completely round, and the Actrian ones are oval, like that, like a flat disc. So he showed it, one big one, and it was very, very thin. If I can describe it, it was thin like a pancake, really, really thin, but metal. It was glistening because it was a metal, and so we went in there. I don't know how we got in there, because I don't remember sort of going up a stairwell or anything like you normally do. I just went in there. And as I went in there, he took me to the control room, which is where they fly it from, sort of like what you would have at the front of a plane, but it's sort of in the middle of the ship. It's sort of like so round and big, and then it's got all these rooms and passageways and that coming off it. So it's really big once you're in there, and very, very bright. The light is so bright. It actually hurts your eyes, but it's beautiful light. It's loving light. So anyway, I'm in there, and he said these are the control rooms, and he sat in the part where the pilot would sit. Now, a pilot is called a commander, and then he said, you sit over there, that's your seat, which is sort of like the co-pilot seat. And the seats were really high. I remember sitting in them, and they were really high, and they were like this shiny blue upholstery, but it wasn't upholstery, it was some other fabric that I've never seen before. I've never seen it here, put it that way. And they were really puffy and comfortable, and I sort of sunk down into them, you know. And he looked over at me and he said, this will be yours one day. In your next lifetime, you will have all of this. This is yours. You inherit all of this. And he said, and you will be a commander. And I went, oh, wow. And as he said that, I changed into my Actrian form. And I actually saw myself for the first time as an Actrian. I almost cried because I was really pretty. I looked at myself and I went, oh, I'm actually really pretty. With the big long neck, and that's why the backs of the chairs are so long, because this part of their body is very long, and then they've got those long necks, and then the big round heads. And I looked at myself, and I had these beautiful long sort of like curling eyelashes. I wasn't the age I am now. I was kind of like probably in my mid-40s. And I had these black dots on my face like this, and they must be like freckles. They were sort of like around here, like little tattoo spots, but they must be like freckles or body spots. They were really pretty, and the long eyelashes. And I was more purple than blue. So I had the blue tinge, but I had more purple in me. And I said, who is this? And he said, that's you, my daughter, that's you. And I went, oh, okay, righto. And I said, I'm actually quite pretty. He said, oh, yes, you're beautiful, you're my daughter, you know, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, thank you. Anyway, so that was that bit. And he said, this is yours in the next life. And then he said to me, I want to show you something else. And he said, we use these ships. These larger ships are for galaxy missions. We take you out on these ships for galaxy missions. And we have a crew, and we have a commander, and we have crews. That's what this ship is. And then we ended up back in this big hangar where they were, this big ship. And then there were some little ones parked up. And he said, those little ones are like you having a vehicle on Earth. We just take them out when we need to go out. We take them ourselves. He said, they're just my vehicles, and they're just little small flat ships, so you fit one person in them, a bit like on the Jetsons. You remember the series The Jetsons, a bit like that. Then he said yeah, you'll be a commander next time you come here. I know, it's so lovely, Sam. I didn't want to come back. And he said, your children are Actrians. And I said, oh, really? I didn't know that. I never knew that about them. I knew they were something, but I didn't know they were Actrians. And he said, yeah, they're Actrians. And obviously we've been together in another lifetime. He said, but your ex-husband? And I went, oh, God, here we go. He said, your ex-husband was a reptilian. And he had a dark energy. And he had an anger problem, a very deep-seated anger that he never really lets anyone see. And he had a few mental issues. And as he told me that, Mariska rang her little bell, and we had to come out of meditation. So I finished my meditation. And that was my meditation today. It was just so beautiful. I didn't want to leave. And every time I go in there, and he's hugging me, and he's giving me these big hugs, and he's like, by my daughter, and I'm going by my father, and then I came back and I told them all about it after the meditation. They were like, oh wow. I said, I know, it was pretty full on. It was like a bit of a trip. So that was my little story. I know, about my Actrian dad. And you know the stickers that I have with the journals, one of the stickers is like, it's spitting image of my Actrian father. And when I saw that picture, I went, that has to be one of my stickers, because it's just like him. But you'll see here in my journal all my marks. I have about 7 pages of downloads to do tomorrow for my video, and it's all on the new health sector. I know, it was such a beautiful story, Bev. I mean, it was, and then I came back and it was kind of like, oh damn that. And when she rang the bell, because I was in such, because when you do it on your own, you just come back gracefully and naturally. But because she rang the bell, it gave me a fright. I actually jumped. I felt like myself coming back into my body. It was the weirdest feeling. I've never experienced it before. So I thought I'd share that all with you tonight before I go to bed. And I've got another little story to tell you too. I know, it's so exciting. And everyone will have this opportunity to know their own, because we're all getting memory activation, and it's getting faster and faster, and my telepathicness is just taking off. I'm knowing things before I pick up the phone. I'm knowing things before people post it on my Facebook page. Everything I'm thinking or think I'm thinking, it just happens. It's like the telepathic energies are really, really strong at the moment. And like I said to you in my last video, a lot of our skills, a lot of our gifts are really ramping up. Hi Carolyn, how are you, hon? So that was my meditation today. I'm just going through the guided meditation we did with Peroska. It was so amazing this morning. You'll have to see the replay about my Actrian father. And then on Saturday night, I was just going to bed, and I was laying in bed, and I always just check my phone, I check my journal, and I make sure I've got the page marked ready to write any downloads or anything before I go to sleep. And I looked up, and just in my bedroom door were 3 little light figures, and the little light figures were just sort of fading in and out, like you could just see them. And they're like 3 little light figures. They would have been, but not very tall, very short, like, I don't know, like a teenager, that size. And you could just see the outline of them. I couldn't see them clearly, but I could see them, and there were 3 little outlines of very light figures. And they said, fear not, we're here to protect you. Yeah, I know what you mean though, Bev. So I had a visitation on Saturday night, and then today in my meditation I went aboard the ships, and my father told me a lot more. So it's getting more and more clearer every time I meet him. Hi Sophia, how are you, honey? I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I just thought I'd have my peppermint tea before I have my shower. Just came on and told everyone about the meditation I did this morning. Met my Actrian father, went aboard the ships, and I actually turned into how I look as an Actrian. I saw myself as an Actrian and how I look. And I was quite surprised. I was actually quite pretty. Which was interesting. I think I've just been bitten on the base of my foot, people. So the other reason I came on was to just let you know that we haven't shared last week's meditation and this week's meditation. Even though it was saved, I can send it to you, but it's not really worth sharing it with you because it wasn't guided in the sense that she walked us through it. She just set us up for it, and then she left us to be basically on our own. So if you would be watching it, you would just be watching a big 20 minutes of silence. You are quite pretty here as well. Have a good sleep. Thank you for the beautiful video. Oh, you're very welcome, Bev. Yeah, but you know what it's like when you're on your own and you sort of don't have many people telling you what you look like. You don't think of yourself as pretty or anything. I believe everyone's pretty in their own way. There's so many pretty, beautiful people around. It's about how you appeal, how your aura and how you shine. I'm at work but listening now. You are so beautiful. I see your beautiful soul shining through. I have seen myself as a beautiful Palladium woman. Oh, have you, Sophia? Are you very tall? Thank you so much for the compliments, people. Yeah, the Acron is... I was more purple than blue. That's what surprised me. I had a lot of purple coming through me, more so than the blue. You know, the blue ray, like my Syrian face. It was more purple. I think it's 10 o'clock here. Smudge, where are you, Bubs? Have you gone out there? Come on. So yeah, that was my little interesting bit this morning, and that's why we're not sharing the last two videos, because they weren't really guided. So if you were to watch the video of the Zoom meeting, you will see that it was just a space of silence. And then after 40 minutes, we all got booted out and we had to go into the chat room, so on Messenger. So Zoom is cutting us off after 40 minutes, so we have now decided we're going to try and do it across Teams. Oh, you are thin and blonde there. Yeah, me too, straight up and down. Wish we were like that here. Oh, yes, true Palladiums. So, a big video tomorrow, folks. About 6-7 pages. And I've been working on new merchandise today. And I was going to see the publisher today, but I probably won't get to see them now until Wednesday. So we'll see how all that goes. And I channeled a little message for February, which I'll put in my video tomorrow, and then I'll type it out and put it on Facebook. But it's just a message for the month of February for the world. Anyone got any questions? And then I'll do I always do the affirmation before I go to bed. So I thought I'd do it with you guys tonight. It's a special treat. We can say it together. Have you all got it with you, maybe? It's on my page. If you want to say it word to word with me, because it makes it more powerful. So if you just scroll down my page, you'll find it. It was at the very beginning in January of 2021. I'll wait for you if you like. Nice peppermint tea, lovely and refreshing. I think my cat's escaped. Smudge, where are you, Bubs? Come on. Where are you? Quickly, come on. Any questions, peeps, people, before I have my shower and go nunnies? So I'm nice and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for you tomorrow. It's been a busy day today. Posted some more journals. I've only got 3 journals left if you want to order your journals. And I won't be ordering any more until I get a massive amount of ordered again. So if you want to have one of the Syrian starseed journals and stickers, there's only 3 left. Where did you go? Did you sneak off? Did you sneak off? Say hi to all the people around the world. There you go. Has everyone got the affirmation? I'm going to say it before we go. You think I'd know it off by heart now, but I don't. Good night, beautiful, beloved spirit. Night, Val. I didn't even know you were on. Are you going or are you coming? Sweetie. Oh. Oh, look at the rose. Isn't it pretty? Haven't seen you for a while, actually. It's good to see you, Sophia, even though you're working. Okay, so affirmation for 2021. So we have to say this for ourselves every day because it does affirm how we are and what we are and what we're about to become. The more you say it, the more your soul believes it, and then you're manifesting what you want to be, how you want to become. Fear not your new life. I am love. I am energy. I am light. And when you say those words, really mean them. I am love. I am energy. I am light. Allow the stillness to clarify your mind. I am hope. I am compassion. I am cured. I am cared for. I am protected. Help me to guide and show the way. Because that's our mission, people. That's what we're here for. Guide and show the way. Reveal my gifts and let me share and give guidance to teach. Abundance unto me in service. Blessings to all. Love light energy to all. Let new life flow. Let new life be. So when you say let new life flow, you're letting your new 5D dimension frequency flow, and you're letting your new life be. You are surrendering to who you really are, your true self, and speaking your truth. So that's what it is. Light, love, energy. You're wishing that to all of the world, but you're asking yourself to let yourself flow with your new life and let life be, your new life be, because that is who you're about to become. That is who you are, your truth. So, and always remember, any gifts or psychic abilities or anything like that, you must share as a guidance to teach. And in that abundance, you will have unto me in service. It's on my page, Bev. Scroll down to the beginning of January. It's one of the ones I channeled for the very beginning of January. It's actually on one of my, I think it's on my New Year video, but if you want it typed out like this on a Word document, I'm happy to send it to you. I'll send it to you in Messenger. I can do that tomorrow. So if you want that. Because I type everything out. And I was telling everyone on one of my live updates at the weekend, all these channeled messages that I get since my YouTube channel started, and that's all my prayers, all my messages, my affirmation, and I've got another message, as I say, for February tomorrow. I will start typing them all out in a format, and I'm going to put them, have them printed in a little notebook for you all to purchase. You can carry them around in your bag, and you can say the earth prayer, and you can say all the other prayers and messages. I'll send it quite happy too. It's hot, it's stuffy, but we've got a storm coming, and I can feel myself getting bitten by mozzies, so I should really go inside. That's why I've got blankets on my feet, because you do get bitten out here, and they do have a way of finding you. So I will go in a minute. I'm just having my cup of tea. Yeah, it's beautiful out here, but we do have a storm coming. It's still before the storm. My little back garden, and there's bats Bats in the trees, possums. The clouds are really overcast, like there's going to be a big storm, huge big storm. Oh, we have horrible things that bite here. Everything that flies at you bites you. Oh, thank you, Bev. Yeah, it'll just be a little square notebook, you know, one that you can fit like that. You know, like the little ones of notes or little special messages. It'll be, say, 6 inches by 6 inches with a hardbound spine on it. And you can carry it in your bag or wherever you go. And there's all sorts of little messages in there. Everything that I've channeled. And you can take that wherever you go. If you're working with sick people, you're out in nature. Because there's the message for the wildlife. There's the prayer for the wildlife. And there's one for our pets as well. So there's a prayer for the pets. It's quite a bit that I've done. Only cold bites, I love that. So it'll be really good, and I don't know how much it will cost, but I am getting, come about May, I'm hoping to get it out sort of like around Australia's Mother Day, which is May, Australian Mother's Day, because I want to dedicate it to my mum. And to all my subscribers, to all my amazing subscribers, and my guides, and angels and galactics, and Master Obeah. So that's probably about it for now. I just wanted to do that while I'm having my cup of tea before I go to bed, and I've got to look nice and good tomorrow for and alive and awake for my video. And I'll do a meditation and get some more downloads, but it's going to probably be a big meditation because there's still a few things I need to double check. Is there any questions, guys? Anything you'd like to ask me? This is the time when you can actually get to speak to me, unless you want to go on my phone list, and I do one-on-one calls. Doesn't cost anything, unless you want to give me a donation for a cup of tea on my PayPal. Sleep well. Good night. Yes, thank you, Sophia. You have a beautiful day, blessed day. Love and light, honey. Have a great day. I hope work's okay for you. So if you want a one-on-one, you can have that through Messenger. I'll add you to the phone list. I do 2 calls a week, and that's my way of getting to know you personally. And we just have a chat, a cup of tea, nothing special, just chit-chat like this, but I'm actually seeing you and speaking to you. Oh, thank you, Bev. Thanks, sweetie. Well, if you want a one-on-one, you can do that. I'll add you to the phone list too. I've done a few of the Americans, and it's absolutely fascinating talking to everyone from different states, hearing about their lives, hearing about how they came to my page, their families, their children. I've met a couple of people's children, a couple of people's pets, so it's a beautiful way of getting to know you, because you see me behind the camera and you know a little bit about me, but I don't know anything about you, and it helps me to understand my audience. Okay, yeah, I'll add you and I'll update the list and post it at the end of the week. How's that? And I can fit in with you, so if this time at night suits you, just let me know, or vice versa. Hi, Macy. Macy's just come on. I'm just about to leave, honey. I just did the affirmation that I channeled early this year. I just feel we really need to be doing that as we go into February. I will be putting my video out, my YouTube weekly video tomorrow, and I will be reading out a channeled message for the month of February. My channel has been censored. They've taken down one of my videos this week, and I was really annoyed, so I have a backup channel on Rumble. If you want to find me, I'm there. I haven't posted anything yet, but I will post tomorrow's there as a backup. Hi, Macy. Whereabouts are you? What part of the world are you in? until then, look at this geranium. It's such a beautiful colour. It was one that I grew from cutting. It's just a pretty old-fashioned red. It's just orangey red. Oh, Texas, that's right. Yes, I remember. Oh, wonderful. Well, have a beautiful day. Love and light, whatever you may be doing. And listen to the replay, because there's some beautiful messages and stories there from today and over the weekend. Until then, I'll do my YouTube channel video tomorrow, and I'll come on live tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, or maybe even this time, and catch you again, and we can discuss the video. Thank you. Love and light and blessings to you.